Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to
10 plus incredible facts about France. And in France, Christmas is a family holiday. You stay home. New Year's Eve is when you go out. Yep, same in Lithuania. French chef.
I want to know something new.
Yeah, well, we did these facts about Brazil, and I felt like we learned a lot, actually, even though we reacted to multiple videos prior. So I think we're going to learn something new.
Vive la République! Vive la France!
Europe is a fascinating place that has a diverse amount of languages, culture, and a great economy that fuels the world. Home to some of the oldest locations, battlefields, and buildings. And within this country, there are places of beauty and art, and can be home to a country that has millions of people visit it a year. Welcome to the country of France, a place where many people travel for romance, love, and let's not forget, wine and delicate foods.
I was thinking of Celine Dion performing on the Eiffel Tower in a stunning dress. It was so beautiful.
What's going on? Dave Wobble here, and welcome to FTD Facts, the channel where we generally talk about people, cultures, and places from all around the world. Now, I'm pretty excited to be talking about France because, well, first of all, this is a video that you guys have recommended for quite some time. As a matter of fact, we've had people from like a year ago ask us to talk about France, and we just have not got around to it. But because we're expanding into the European and the Nordic countries, well, we decided that today is going to be the day that we do it. And keep in mind, guys, if this is your first time here on the channel, we always like to take recommendations from you. Switzerland, Germany, I should check them out. But either way, let's get talking about France because I'm really excited for this one. Also, quick mention that this video 6. How many south? Well, first of all, its estimated size is to be approximately 640,000 to 643,000 kilometers square, making it the 43rd largest country in the entire world. Now, keep in mind, this is if you include other places that France owns around the world. And it doesn't include Adeliland, which is part of the Antarctic, in which they own. But more specifically, if we're talking about the France that you and I probably know, which is called the metropolitan France, which is the one that's located in Europe and is kind of considered the mainland, it is roughly 551,695 kilometers square. And although it is known for its hexagon appearance, it is the largest country in all of Europe and the 50th in the world. Now, overall, this country, there are approximately 66,991,000 people, making the country sit at 21 in the world when it comes to population. But however, as for metropolitan France, it sits at roughly 64,860,000.
Almost the same, only 2 million, I guess, in the islands and whatnot, so it's not a lot.
People as a 2017 estimate, putting it at 22nd in the world, and even when it comes to its metropolitan, its density of people sits at 116 people per square kilometer. But who are all these people? Well, let's look at the demographics of France. In 2004, they estimate that 85% of the population is Caucasian.
I think he said 2017, didn't he? He said something as of 2017. Let me see. Yeah, 2017.
With 10% being North African and 3.3% being black, while 1.7% were listed as Asian. Now, when it comes to those numbers, keep in mind that those are not official numbers. They are only a rough estimate because actually, and I didn't know this, within France, it's actually illegal, according to its constitution, to collect either ancestry or ethnicity data. Now, as for France, when it comes to people, it is also the #1 most visited country in the world. And it has had this title since approximately 2013, when it had over 82 million people visit the country.
I mean, that makes sense, you know, they have the Eiffel Tower. I feel Eiffel Tower is like iconic destination that everybody kind of want to see, you know, in their lifetime.
You see that since you were little in cartoons, you know?
Yeah, cartoon. Then you see the Notre Dame, like with the one of the Disney cartoons too. So I feel like, Paris has a lot of like...
a lot of push.
Yeah, iconic destinations, you know, the whole Mona Lisa, the Louvre. There's a lot of like the iconic places to see. Yeah, if you think what place to see, I don't like iconic place in the world. I think Paris is.
Yeah, I think there's few countries that make that list, like Paris, Honolulu, Hawaii.
I didn't think. I was thinking more so New York. If you were thinking,
I guess New York for the States.
I think New York is also iconic, but there's really for
California. People want to see Hollywood.
But,
Montreal.
Montreal.
Yeah, to really see Canada. When you want to go to see Canada.
But it's not the same level as Paris. Paris, I
Yeah,
feel
Paris is
Paris
like Italy. Like, you don't even want to go to these countries. They have good PR. Like,
but
good
for example,
image.
Italy as a country, but is there like a particular, maybe Vatican?
Oh no,
Vatican
Venice.
Okay, Venice.
Rome.
Yeah, fair enough.
Everyone want to go see Rome.
Venice.
You see movies in Rome.
Venice, yeah, Venice is also another one. Yeah, but Paris is definitely up there.
And for every single year since then, they've definitely had over 80 million people come in.
In the East?
Yeah. Thailand.
Yeah, but what in Thailand? Like the Great Wall of China?
Manila.
In the
People want to go to Manila.
Yeah, but what particular thing is there that like comes to your mind? Because
That's
Paris has,
actually
that's what I'm saying, it has
yeah.
iconic things that come to your mind. Like other countries need to sit, think of what you need to visit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel
what
like,
to do
yeah,
that's iconic.
Yeah, because of course there's a lot of places you want to see, but like then you have to go.
Japan has like iconic, like everyone wants to go to Tokyo.
And do what?
There's this, I don't know, like there's these things that I always seen growing up. Those houses.
I know what you're talking about. I don't even know what
the
they're called.
dojos. I don't know.
Yeah.
And visit France. However, ironically, it ranks 5th in the world when it comes to tourist spending. And in 2012, the spending from tourism contributed to 77.7 billion euros, making up 9.7% of France's GDP.
Wow.
And the tourism in the country also
shows CVS though. This is CVS, I'm pretty sure.
Making up 9.7% of France's
the price tag? Oh no, euros. Never mind.
GDP. And
the price tag looks similar to CVS's.
In the country also provides approximately 3 million jobs for all the people of France, which is about 11% of the jobs in the entire country. And one of the main focus points for tourism is, well, Paris, because it is the most visited city in the entire world.
Yeah, I got a list of most visited
there's also spots and structures in the...
That would be an interesting video.
Yeah.
Maybe I can find one of the most visited cities in the world to see what's like 2, 3...
country that are listed as the most visited places on the planet. And these are obviously locations like the Eiffel Tower and the Louvre. But however, before getting in...
yeah, this building.
We just learned this one. I'm impressed.
Yeah, this is cool. This is super impressive.
I'm impressed. I want to go see this one.
One of the reasons the country is visited so much is because of its World Heritage Sites. Because as of July 2017, the country has 43 of them, making the country rank at 4th in the world when it comes to UNESCO zones. And within its first year of 1979...
It looks like an island on water.
It look unreal. It looks like a filter. It don't look
honestly,
real.
this, and also yesterday we just learned in Bavaria in Germany, those that inspired Disney. That's beautiful.
That surprised me.
They had 4 sites inscribed as UNESCO zones. Now, jumping back to Paris, let's talk about the Eiffel Tower. Now, the tower itself is not actually individually a UNESCO zone, but is part of the Banks of Seine, which
because everyone likes to visit it, the cost of living there is really, really, really,
definitely
really
has an
high.
impact. Yes, it has an impact for sure. For sure. Same with Miami. Why is Miami more expensive than Jacksonville?
As one of these sites. But that doesn't stop it from being the #1 most visited location that you have to pay to get in the entire world. For example, in 2015, the Eiffel Tower had 6.91 million people visit it. And it breaks down to them having roughly 25,000 people a day visit the structure. And besides
Honestly,
regular folks like you and me, there's also been a lot of historical
I would do something. Come see this.
people that have visited the Eiffel Tower. And one really
another country now that I don't know, how the political climate is there, but Egyptian pyramids also iconic.
The famous story about the Eiffel Tower was during World War II when Hitler came to visit the tower. The French had cut the cables on the left, so he had to walk all the way to the top, climbing all those stairs. Yeah, that's right. But the city is also home to the Louvre, which is the world's largest art museum. And in 2016, it was ranked as the most visited art museum in the world, with 7.3 million visitors. This museum is located in the Louvre Palace, which was built roughly in the 12th to 13th century. But however, it became a museum by the time of 1793, making it now home to over 39,000 objects from history. Now, Paris is not just a place that has these beautiful locations and buildings and all that.
Check here.
Okay. I heard of Prague growing up.
I don't think there's anything like iconic there though.
Stuff. It also sits as capital of the country and is the most populated city. With over 2,229,621 people as of 2000.
Actually. That's not a lot.
Yeah, that's smaller than Miami.
Yeah, that's less than Miami.
2015, and the city's urban population sitting at 10,601,000.
Wait, what?
Huh?
So what?
What was the first number
And the
then?
city's
I don't understand.
29,621 people as of 2015, and the city's urban population.
Oh, maybe like this is just like the city center, and urban is like the metropolitan area, like suburbs, including suburbs.
So why is it such a big difference?
Because everybody lives in the suburbs, yeah.
Sitting at 10,601,122, it is the largest urban area population in all of Europe. As well, it's a major financial center and center for art and sciences.
So
and because of all these things behind it, the Paris region makes up $649.6 billion as of 2014, which at the time, that was about 30% of the GDP of France. On top of that, it's not just the largest in all of Europe, but it is the third highest GDP in the entire world. Now let's step away from Paris for a bit because we've actually talked about that quite a bit. Let's talk about France itself. Well, first of all, it's divided up into 13 different regions. Now in France, they actually call them regions instead of states and provinces, and these 13 new regions are actually pretty new because before 2016, they actually had 27 regions. Now, how about some of the achievements of the country? Well,
huh?
France is actually...
No, I think that's not about that. I think they just I made like one region out of two, basically. You know, because it was 27, now it's like half. So they took the two smaller regions, made one bigger region.
Contributed a lot to the world. As a matter of fact, we can't even talk about all of them because it will just fill... Well, we'll be talking forever, to be perfectly honest. It'll be like a half-an-hour video, and we won't even get to all of them. And to prove how much this country has accomplished, for Nobel Prizes, this country has the fourth highest amount of Nobel Prizes, with 61 Nobel laureates achieved from its scientists. The first one, which was achieved by an engineer who became a poet, Solly Prudhomme, in 1901 for literature, and the most recent was Jean-Pierre Sauvage in 2016 for chemistry. And overall, this country has introduced...
I feel like we've seen this site in Ryan Shirley's videos about like 10 places to see in France or something like that. It looks very familiar site.
A lot into the world when it comes to inventions. First of all, they were the first country to ever put license plates on vehicles.
Okay,
and this began in 1901 when vehicles were mandated to have license plates put on them. And France is also the first country in the world to do a transplant of an artificial heart. This happened at the Georges Pompidou Hospital in Paris in 2013, and although this artificial heart may weigh 3 times the amount of a real one, French surgeons have definitely changed the way healthcare could be perceived in the future. As well...
That's really cool. I didn't know that.
Very important.
That's why I like this channel. I'm telling you, it's better than geography now because we learn like very unique stuff.
Contribute to science, they also created a perfect way to measure the metric system. So this little object is called Le Grand K, or translated, the Big K, which was created in 1879. Now this vacuumized object was the only item at the time that could measure the exact weight of 1 kilogram. And although it's been locked up for many years because moisture and fingertips could make the weight change, the crazy thing is, for some strange reason, the weight of this thing is actually getting less and less as time goes on. So there you have it, guys. What did you guys learn about France?
That was interesting. Oh, okay.
What are your thoughts about France now? As you now know that it is a country that contributes so much to the world, despite what you hear about it. My name is Dave Wall, and I want to thank you guys for tuning in and learning about France with me. Also, when it comes to our...
So I guess is that it? Or what are we doing next? Yeah, I guess it's... Let me see.
Like I said, we've been talking about Europeans like Sweden and...
It's not about France.
Okay guys, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Join the Discord. And as always, share, subscribe, and as possible.